Bro, the Celtics just destroyed the Knicks. I was so excited for this game, right? I'm like, the NBA season is finally here. It's been months. It's been a long ass off season, in my opinion. Some may think it was short. For me, that shit was long. That possibly the two best teams, the two teams we're gonna see in the Eastern Conference Finals, are matching up tonight, and it ended up being destruction from start to finish. The Celtics made 29 threes. That ties an NBA record set by the Bucks in 2021 or something like that. But bro, they were just chucking threes. So they tied the Bucks, right? So they were trying to actually beat the record. They had like 2 minutes or something like to beat the record. And they were chucking threes nonstop. Literally, I'm sure you've seen the game. They missed 13 threes in a row. And that shit was hilarious because every time they would get on offense, you would hear the crowd rising like, oh, and they would shoot, clank. A few of them were air balls, and you hear the crowd, oh. It was like a comedy sketch. That shit was hilarious. They could not beat the record, and so they actually had another chance to shoot, but they just dribbled the ball out. I still hate that shit. That's dumb. Fuck being cordial. Shoot the ball until the game's over. But please, in the comments, can you answer this question? Is anyone actually on the Celtics tier? I don't know if there is. I was thinking maybe like OKC, man. They look great. Like they're raw, just based off a roster, they look amazing. But you watch the Celtics tonight, bro, they're just gonna drive and kick you to death. They're just so good. They're so versatile, no weak spots, so many shooters. And it's not that the Celtics have so many shooters, it's their spacing. Joe Mazzulla has them spotting up in the right places, the 5-out system. That shit's working like a well-oiled machine. Like, think about it. Most teams, their starting lineup, there's some guy you can attack. Like, oh, let's bring him up. I'm attacking him because I know I can get something going versus this guy, whether it's a score for myself or attacked past others while they double team because he's a mismatch. But with the Celtics, you can't do that. I'm still stunned that they got Drew Holiday and Derek White. Every time I see them play, I'm like, bro, their backcourt is crazy. When you think of a crazy backcourt, you're kind of thinking like offensively, those two players can get buckets. But no, with the Celtics, they're crazy because their defense is ridiculous. And it's not that they're just so good at defense. It's that they're basically the two hardest working guys on the floor. If you watch just them play, those two guys are crashing the offensive board every possession. They're flying around every possession. They don't get tired. It actually pisses me off. I can't believe I got to live in this timeline where the Celtics are just like this good every year. Don't even get me started because really the Tatum should be on the 76ers right now. He should be on the 76ers, but they're idiots. Looking at the Knicks perspective, a lot of things scare me with this team. So I wasn't really in the loop. Like I was waiting for the NBA season to start, so I wasn't really like looking at Twitter too much. And apparently, Mikal Bridges changed his jump shot. Bro, you've been a pretty good shooter your whole career, and you're gonna go switch shit up. You ever heard the saying, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it"? Oh my! He went 2 of 7 from three today. I don't know. Every time I see him shoot, I'm like, why'd you change it, bro? Literally, when he was on the Suns, he was a knockdown shooter, and when you would fly out to him on a three, he'd take a dribble in and do the dribble pull, and he was money with his long ass arms. Every time I'm seeing him, I'm like, his arms are getting longer. Well, why change the jump shot? It seems like every time someone changes their jump shot, it fucks up everything. Remember, just my word of advice. I mean, I don't know shit, but I'm just saying, don't change your jump shot. Now, Tatum, I forgot to talk about him, bro. He looks ridiculous. So he didn't change his jump shot, but he tweaked it. He improved it. He had like a hitch that he supposedly fixed, and I'm gonna say that shit's fixed because he scores 37 tonight, looking like a basketball god. And he was shooting at, let me look at his stats real quick. He actually shot 14 of 18, 8 of 11 on threes. Bro, is he back? And he had 10 assists. He had 37 points, 10 assists. MVP Tatum? Bro, the Celtics run this league right now. He wasn't missing. And his shot looked good too. He was pulling up with confidence. 8 of 11. If he does this, he's not going to do this the whole season, but if he does something similar to this the whole season, and they're going to win enough, I mean, I don't know if he'll win the MVP just because he has so much talent around him. Kind of like, when Curry and KD were together. they weren't going to win MVPs because they took from each other's greatness essentially in the ballots. But getting back to the Knicks, I just want to say, I mean, it's just one game, so you're not going to panic or anything. It's the Celtics. They're crazy, so you don't panic. But when they made the trade for Cat, it did scare me if he's going to be their sole rim protection. Not just rim protection, but also the boards, too. Celtics were getting so many boards, and I know they shoot a lot of threes, so there's going to be a lot of long rebounds. But still, every time I see Cat's the one to help in the paint, I'm just like, there's not shit you're going to do with that. And also, Celtics were making the biggest guard on the island because they're just driving and kicking. They were torching that shit up. I just don't know about Cat being the sole big man. Gobert made him look real competent on the defensive end. I can't lie. Now, he's still really good offensively, but we're just going to have to see how it is with him this year as the big. I'm worried about it. Don't know how it's going to look. Lastly, I just want to talk about some macro lens stuff, like looking at the whole league and just based off this game, just some thoughts I had about the league. And I'm kind of concerned. It's not that I'm a Celtic hater or anything, but the way they're playing, shooting the majority of their shots being threes, concerns me because I don't want to look in 5 years and every game you tune on different games and they all look the same. Just a bunch of driving, kicking, and shooting threes. The Celtics shot 95 times tonight, and out of that 95, 61 of them were threes. That's 64% of their shots being threes. That's just where the league's heading. It's been going there for years. It's not just the Celtics, but they're the ones who just like making it look so delicious, so unstoppable that teams are just gonna do like, you know what? We got to go with this. Got to go 5 out, bunch of threes. It's just where did the mid range go? Where did the post scoring go? You got some post scorers out there, but it's few and far between. Jokic is really like the most post scorer type guy that's a star. And he does it a lot, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be. I just don't want the mid-range to die. I don't want the post to die. I don't want it just being a 3 league. But yeah, y'all gonna let me know what you think about this game. That shit was a blowout. Again, the question was, is anyone on the Celtics tier this year? Before the season, I was like, it's okay seeing them on the same tier. But now looking at this, I know I'm being like, it's just one game, but prisoner of the moment. But they look damn good versus a damn good team. So let me know what y'all thought. I'm going to go watch this Laker game.